Hi, my name is Kanisha Leggett, and I am back again this week. Today, I will be talking about the videos that I watched, giving me a chance to see a client in several settings that occupational therapy is used in, including a community based setting, acute, inpatient, outpatient, and SNF. What I learned this week from watching the videos is that occupational therapy is an emerging practice in so many new areas because of how flexible occupational therapy is. Flexible in regards to the clients that it can serve, the disabilities and deficits that it addresses, as well as the settings that it can be utilized in. The reason occupational therapy is so flexible is because it actually is client centered, meaning that it is adjusted to each client. So, no matter the setting or the occupation, the environment, the challenges, there is a way to fit occupational therapy into each client's lives that are struggling with deficits. So, why it's important to know the various settings and the assessments and tools that you can utilize in those settings is because the client's environment, the facilities rules and regulations, the reimbursement, as well as the documentation must all match that particular setting. So it is very important that we not only know the setting that we are working in with the client for their benefit, but also for the benefit of reimbursement and making sure that we are utilizing the appropriate tools. If I had to choose a setting, I'd stay in an IRF, an inpatient rehab facility. And the reason I choose that is because of the diversity that I get to see. Not only the diversity in the diagnosis, but also with the clients, different cultural backgrounds. The setting is very flexible. I get to utilize all types of assessment tools and interventions. I'm not locked into cookie cutter treatments. I can utilize items anywhere I can grab anything I can bring in to help my client achieve their highest level of rehab potential. Regarding a setting that I think would be challenging, I actually can't think of one because looking at each setting, even though I haven't worked in all settings, just viewing them in the videos, occupational therapy is so flexible. I can see myself being able to adapt in any setting, finding something from my environment, the client's environment, home, that I would be able to utilize and make functional during my occupational therapy treatment sessions. Lastly, discussing some of the assessment tools that can be utilized in each setting. For me, an IRF and a SNF are very similar in the tools that we can use. So, observation of the client, film scoring, manual muscle testing, range of motion, the MOCA, the mini mental, the Baylor, the DASH, the modified Ashford. All of those tests are easily used in both of those settings. Now, where it changes is when I go into looking at the acute setting. I find that the treatments are more focused on ADL and movement. So, to me, observation, the FIMS, many mental range of motion, MOCA would be appropriate assessment tests to utilize there because they can be broken down. They're quick, um, easy to do, simple to grade. So those would seem appropriate there for me. When I look at the outpatient setting, I typically come a little more away from ADLs as opposed to focusing more on function, strength, movement. So in that setting, I believe I would look more at items like the DASH, the Fugel-Meyer, the manual muscle testing, and range of motion. Again, this has been Kanisha Leggett, just giving you a review the different settings, assessments that you could use, why I would prefer to work in an IRF, um, and why I believe new grads should really attempt to get into an IRF for that variety of diagnosis, as well as cultural backgrounds, settings, a look at different assessment tools, um, and the importance of learning my settings, tools, and how to make occupational therapy functional for every client, keeping it client centered. Thanks again. Have a great day.